Welcome to Real Talk, Real Women. My name is Miriam Khalladi, and today we have Kelsey Smith and Lindsy Morais joining us on the show. Welcome, ladies. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good, thanks for asking.
You girls used to weigh over 420 pounds together. When and how did you decide it was time for a change?
I started in 2009. I just was unhappy with myself and just my mood and just everything was changing. My relationships were suffering, so I decided it was time to learn to love myself so that I could better those relationships.
Right.
And mine is when I didn't realize that I have a lot of family members that are unhealthy, and so I didn't realize I was getting to follow those same patterns. And so I took the steps and tried to start a healthier lifestyle for myself in order to prevent stuff like that happening in the future.
First of all, you both look amazing, and I'm super proud of what you've accomplished and how you are now paying it forward. What has been the biggest learning this far?
To just trust the process and believe in yourself and not let bad days get you down, because you're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days, but at the end of the day, you're still working on bettering yourself.
And I agree with Lindsay. My biggest thing is just being able to find balance with everything. It takes time. Every day can be a better day for you. And then sometimes you just, like Lindsay said, you have bad days, but you have to kind of push past those days and just look to the future and just know that every step is a process, and progress is progress, no matter if it's 1 pound, 2 pounds, or even if you have backtrack, just get back on track and then just keep following through.
How did you approach the weight loss? Did you set goals, have a vision board, take progress pictures, and what has been your strategy?
I originally set small goals. I knew I had one big goal in mind that I wanted, but I set small goals to get myself to that goal. And I took progress pictures and I weighed, and that's how I started out.
And for me, basically, what happened with me was I just started off just wanting to lose weight, just to get down to a healthier size. And then when I met Lindsay about a little over a year ago, we started sending each other progress pictures and just taking measurements and stuff. And with eating clean and working out, we know that there's going to be a fluctuation with weight sometimes. So basically, we just take our pictures and measurements instead of using the scale. We try not to use the scale too much because we know that it's not always holding true when you're lifting weights.
What was the hardest part of getting the weight off, and where did you struggle?
Well, the hardest part was changing your eating habits, that's for sure. You are faced with a lot of temptations just on day-to-day life, and it's kind of finding that willpower and that determination to say no, that it's not that you can't have the things, it's just that you don't want the things. So being put in a lot of peer pressure and around a lot of things, alcohol and bad foods, that was the hardest part for me, and just kind of getting it in my head. This is something I was doing for myself.
Right.
And for me, feeding off of what Lindsay said, it is hard. It's hard to eat healthy all the time, especially when people don't understand the lifestyle that you're trying to choose to live. And people want to kind of sabotage that because they can't do and they don't understand the lifestyle that you want to live. And so that's my biggest that was my biggest struggle and confliction. But going to the gym was always the easiest part for me because it was just a way to break away and take care of some stress. But definitely the everyday struggle for me was the food part. But it gets easier as time goes along.
A lot of women might feel that it is impossible for them to get lean, that they are just too far down the road. What would you say to them?
You're never too far down the road. You have to start somewhere, and we all have a different beginning point. And if you don't start today, then tomorrow yours is even further off down. So.
And my answer to that would be, you can't compare yourself to the next person. Everybody's different sizes and shape. Basically, you just have to go off of what you feel is fit for you and your lifestyle. not everybody competes in fitness competition. You know, you don't have to be the biggest or the skinniest or the strongest. You just have to fit. You have to fit what's best for your lifestyle and what you choose and what you think is healthy for you.
I agree.
Maybe you'll never wear a bikini, but that doesn't mean that you'll never be healthy.
Right, I agree. In September, you decided to take it to the next level and really see what your bodies were capable of. Tell us about it.
Well, once we reached our basic weight loss goals, like the goal that we had for us for weight, I realized that I still just wasn't loving my body. And that's when I realized that, hey, maybe it's not about what the scale is telling me. So that's when we kind of connected and we started looking into the eating clean, and we talked with Kelsey Byers, and she really gave us a lot of insight, and we hired a nutritionist, and we started really training in the gym because we really wanted to see, okay, let's forget about the scale and what the scale says. Let's see what we can get our body fat percentage to, how lean we can get, and just how much stronger we can make our own mentality.
I agree with what Lindsay says. So basically just weight training and stuff to get yourself more fit as far as just stepping it up. A lot of people have a misconception of, or women have a lot of misconception that weights make them bulky, which is a false statement. It's basically just adding to like your strength, being better physically, and so you don't get bulky. Actually, you get more lean and tone when you actually lift weights.
You also have an amazing Facebook page called From Fat Friends to Fit Friends, where you share your journey with the world. How did it start out, and what motivates you today to pay it forward?
Well, like I said, we hired a nutritionist in September of, I guess it was 2012.
Yes.
And we went for our first appointment, and we ran into the founder of iDecide, Michael David Riley, and we had never met him, but we had followed him on Facebook. And we had a conversation with him out in the lobby, and he was just so upbeat, and then he kept texting us later that day telling us how we needed to share our journey and our story, and that a lot of women were in the shoes that we were in previously and in the shoes that we were in currently, and we could really inspire. And so we did, and he gave us the name for it, and we laughed at it at first because we were like, no way. And then we're like, yeah, that's funny, that's clever. So that's how we used it, and it's actually helped hold us accountable as well as hold and inspire a lot of other women.
Amazing. And this page is a great resource for others. But in what way does it help the two of you? Is it also an accountability strategy?
Oh, absolutely. It's an accountability only because a lot of people look to us for advice. So we have to keep ourselves pretty much in check with what we, pretty much have to back up with what we, help other people with.
Practice what we preach.
Yes. Absolutely.
And I know that a lot of people come to you for advice now, and you even run challenges where you help people accomplish their health and fitness goal. What is the question you get the most, and how do you answer it?
I think one of the questions that we get the most is, how long did it take us to reach our goals? Well, with that being said, everybody's different. Everybody's journey starts somewhere, and it's a never-ending process. It's really not about how long it takes you. It's just about making progress every single day that you can. And it's a never-ending journey for everybody, including Lindsay and I. We still have our struggles, and so we just continue to just try to make the best of each day. Sometimes there's a few setbacks, but we just push forward and just go on, make the right choices, and do the best you can. Everybody falls off the wagon. Everybody makes mistakes. We're all human, but you got to understand there's balance. So basically, we just tell them that just take one day at a time, whether it takes you 1 year or 3 years. Every day is going to be a new day, and there's always progress that's going to need to be made at some point in time.
Amazing. I love that. A lot of people watching are going to be eager to learn more about the two of you. What is the best place they can go to learn more and connect?
From Fat Friends to Fit Friends Facebook page, we are pretty open on there about our lives and what we have going on and what struggles we have and maybe what we're doing. But we like to answer as many questions as we can through there. We also have an email address, and it's Lindsy and Kelsey Fitness@gmail.com, and we try to respond to the emails as soon as we can.
Great. And I will make sure to put your details below this video.
All right, thank you.
You're most welcome. Is there anything else you would like to talk about today that you feel we've missed?
No, I think we covered everything.
Thank you so much, ladies. It was an absolute pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you so much for watching. My name is Miriam Khalladi. For more inspiration, check out our book at realtalkrealwomen.com.